Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today it's going to be a little different than how I normally do my Historic Brawl videos because it's a battle of YouTubers. I don't know, this is my first time doing this, so bear with me. So today I'm going to be showing some games where Mama Magic, Gwen Tastic, and I battle and Historic Brawl with, we basically did the same exact commander, or shouldn't say basically, we did choose the same exact commander, but decided to do, our own unique takes and builds on it. So we built these decks totally blind, having no idea like what the other person was doing with it. So it was pretty fun. If you have not checked out Mama Magic, she is absolutely so much fun and one of the smartest Magic players I know. So highly recommend checking out her content, which hopefully I did the thing right. I don't even know where I'm supposed to point. Here, see, I pointed. That you check out her stuff because again, they are a wonderful person and super smart at Magic, and I think you'll like their content. I'll stop blubbering here and let's go check out these games. I'm really excited. Let's rumble, rawr. All right. Ooh, spicy. Only trick here is we don't necessarily have any sort of enchantments that would trigger this. So is this a hand to keep? I think so. Let's keep it. See where it takes us. Oh, and we got our other source. I'm thinking Sithis. And we could do Arcane Signet for turn 3. Oh, same Z's. That's funny. We will actually hit their Sithis. Removal tribal. Ooh, nice. This is a good start. Alright, we'll drop this. And then we'll put down our own Sithis. And then I'm thinking we'll probably want to play Surgy Shelter tap and then maybe Sanctum Weaver. See what we get card draw wise. Oh, this is spicy. No blocks. Alright, we will put you down. We'll see what we get card draw wise from this. And no attacks. We're probably going to die to this light boss though, because he's the removal on Sithis. Into the north. Good stuff. We might want to do a key to the archive just so we can see what shenanigans we can get from that, like a board wipe. We'll go ahead and just take that. Okay, we're gonna drop you. I think we want to get key to the archive down, see if we get anything good. Lightning bolt's not bad. We will get rid of this. And then cast this to kill light pots. And then we'll put this down. A little bit of a hit, but hopefully we'll come back. Light pause is just so scary to keep on the board. Okay. We are running a little bit low on card advantage here, so hopefully our board stays alive a bit and we can put down a Rasta. We should get like 2 card drop pieces as well. Alright, it's a good card. We will take the damage. And we're going to drop this. There we go. Put down you. And then put this on... Let's put it on Arasta. Okay, and we got another removal spell. We will hit... Who's more important here? This is probably going to be good for mana fixing. And no attacks. This only gets us a permanent card back. I think we're okay with that. So then maybe we do Happen on a Glade to get back on Sarah's Wings. Ooh, that's good too. We'll do this. We'll use this. What are we going to turn? Rasta? We'll put Arasta down. We're only drawing lands. This is helpful. Next. I don't think we have any good attacks yet, so we'll just hang back. And then our instep we can crack the clue. Okay. That one makes them 1/1 humans. Yeah. Okay. Tells me they don't have much in the ways of cards. Okay, I'm gonna just activate that now. Let's say skip through combat. Okay, we got a board wipe. In case things go really bad. I think we want to put the commander down. And then we'll attack here. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to attack with the Rasta, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of forcing out some blocks here. They are tapped out on mana as well. Okay, and then we're going to foretell. And I don't want to overcommit the board, so I'm just going to let Mangara hang back, because if they do play a board wipe, then we could drop Mangara and then maybe play Catilda on the enchantment side. It would be nice to draw into some of our enchantments. Okay, so they're going to fight probably... Oh no, Sithis. Makes sense. Okay, that's a good play. Gaining some life from that too. And we hit our other land. Enter tap. So maybe we do want Mangara down. Could have gotten some card draw there that last turn. Then we don't have much in the ways of damage. I think we want to hang back. We are low on card advantage. And if they cast a second spell, that will give us card draw. Second spell? No second spell. Ooh, Sanctuary Ward. I like that. And we will remove a counter. Ooh, perfect. We'll give that to... Let's give it to a Rasta. Perfect. And then we'll do this on red. Drop Angelic Reward. Let's give it to the commander. Okay. I like to spread the love a bit. Okay. See if they're going to trade at least a few little dudes. We do have chump blockers for days, even if that creature has a trampler. I'll hold back Archivist. Oop. Since they're searching. And another land. Good card. It's gonna... Is it searching? Oh, looking might not count. Okay, look, I don't think it triggers archive. Earth's Transformation is a good card. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, put that on my commander. Put this down. I'm gonna drop Goldspan. And then we'll attack. Just gonna force out some blocks here. Probably shouldn't have attacked with the Rasta, to be honest. Okay. At least we're getting some of those tokens down. Pass the turn. And hope they don't get a board white, because that'll be a little sad. Alright. This seems like a pretty slow start, and I'm not super happy with not having like any plains mana, so I think I'm gonna molly this hand. Maybe. Oh, this is a lot better. More happy with this for sure. Keep. So we'll get this plains down. And then we'll drop Clifftop Retreat and Flash in Cathar. And I'm thinking maybe ramp with Beanstalk. That's also really good too. So we'll just do that. And then on their end step, we'll Flash in Cathar. Just do it now. The light pause starts over here. I'm trying to think if I have any enchantments that like would be like Vanishing Light. Here again. Oh, you're yelling at me. Kenrith? Wait, what? Was that an accident? No. I guess I could probably oh man, I could be nice and remove it. I think we want maybe another plains. And then no attacks. And I'm thinking we might want to be a little mean, but depends on what other enchantments they may have, is when they attack, we declare Cathar as a blocker and then blow up Signet. Since I had trample anyways. I think we're gonna put down Heliod's Pilgrim, take action, and what makes sense here? Do I have something that is gonna help me more? I thought I had like a removal type enchantment. Don't think so. Sucks. So I thought I could do like Vanishing Light maybe. We'll do Radiant Grace, I guess. And then we can enchant Radiant Grace onto here, so at least the stuff comes in tap. It's a little slow. Ah, we just need one more land drop for the bigger board wipe here. Foretelling, so it's probably Doomscar. We'll block more damage with this. Man, we just need another land. Getting beat up. If you don't get the land, it's going to be lethal. Oh my god. Woo! No, kitty. It's not your space right now. You can come lay in my lap. Okay. So if they have a board wipe in their hand, I'm trying to think, like, we're pretty limited. We need to start gaining life here. Because the only thing I can think of that would be foretold there is a Doomscar. Okay. Put down Jetmir's Garden. Put down you. Assuming we don't. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay. I think we want to do this. Whew. Serious life gain there. That's very nice. Ooh, that's super slick. That's really smart. Okay. I guess here's their board wiping now. Oh, no board wipe. Okay. So I don't know if it's smart to do this now. Mazzy, so we can get some trampling on. And we'll attack. Man, I'm really nervous what they have foretold there. Pretty sure it has to be Doomscar, not instant speed removal, right? Ooh. Yep, Doomscar. That's what I thought it was gonna be, but I just had to cast it just to be safe. Get that life up to 54. Now we have some more time. Okay, so we'll drop this. We'll drop this. This. And then Beanstalk Giant. Hopefully we'll draw into another enchantment. I think we definitely bought ourselves some more time. Okay, just got a forest, Beanstalk Giant. And then attack. It just bounces off our commander, so not a super helpful attack. Okay. And then we're gonna pump. It's got trample. We got a block. Probably should have swung all out. Big action. No, it's my turn for the Doomscar. Let's bring this down just in case we need to go wide. Yeah, I definitely should have swung out last turn. And we'll just poke in the air for a nice little off the top here. It's literally just like a top deck board now. Ooh, very nice. Okay, hopefully they play a little bit more. Guess we'll just bait out theirs. Force them to board wipe again. Yep. Maybe I should have put down Mazzy instead. I have like no cards in hand. Man, I should have put Mazzy down instead. Oh, okay. Oh boy, I hope it's not removal. Okay. enough. I'm playing too aggressive here. Ugh. Yeah, I think they got it. Where's my Castle Iron Vale at? Tutoring again? That's very nice. They're definitely going to get the advantage here. I'm going to make another Archon Sungrace Pegasus thingy. My dude for 4 damage. Can't do nothing about that. We're bleeding here. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Not helpful. This can cast the commander again. So attack, they only get +2. Whatever. This game's over, I think. I don't think I'm going to top deck anything that's going to help me. Okay. Guess I'll block the land. Whew, down to 12. This is crazy. It's not gonna help us. Super not helpful. Yeah, I think the only thing I can do to maybe buy a little bit more time, which I don't think we even can, is block Mazzy and then cast Surgery Shelter, and that might buy one more turn. But yeah, we definitely have to have a board wipe. here. And I think here. What death? Drop the mic. All right. Ooh, farewell. This is not good though, because we only have like one non-tapped mana. Free Molly. Sure. It's not my favorite hand to keep. It's probably actually a very stupid hand to keep, unless we get lucky in top deck land. Oh, we did. Thank goodness. We'll put this down. We'll just activate this now for let's grab a red source, I think. Good. That's cool too. Great, you make a little plant token with that. Good little body to have out early on. Doomscar in hand, gotta keep that in mind. Probably want to bait out that removal. Drop. Oh man. I guess we'll have to wait for that authority of the consoles. Passing. Okay, wedding announcement's good. We'll drop you. We'll go get you. And I'm thinking probably want the plains and maybe a mountain. Plains in play. We're just doing some old-fashioned ramp here. So they're gonna get another token. And then we'll drop these planes. We will put down Authority of the Console so we can get a little bit of life gain. Tilda. And we'll just hang back. Because even if the board wipe does happen at this point, we'll at least get Catilda to flip, and then we can maybe put on Archon of Sun's Grace. Ah, that card. Nice. Oh, this seems like it'll be over quick. Block that little, just in case they have like a spike field hazard or something. Okay. That Doomscar is gonna happen, isn't it? Nope. Okay. Very nice. I'm thinking, do we let them overcommit the board a little bit more? So how much damage are we going to take? It's got trample. Archon. That's a good card. Can't remember if I actually put that in mine or not. Nice. Okay. And then I guess if we play her, they're really gonna board wipe, I think. Yep. Now their creatures are coming in super tapped. Okay, put down you. Hopefully I don't have removal. A little nervous here. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oof. Whew. It's close, man. I'm just waiting for like that one removal piece to really set me back. And okay. We'll just put this in front. And just throw that. You. And attack. Bonk. And bonk. Bonk. Woo! That was intense.
All right. So now that we've finished both games, I guess we can discuss a few of our favorite plays and cards from the decks and any blunders that we had making the games.
Or even just plays that we wish we made with our decks. Like if you want to call out anything cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first card is Unbridled Growth. This little one-drop enchantment works really well with Mazzy. It has a sacrifice effect to just sack it and draw a card. With Mazzy on the battlefield, you can just keep casting and sacrificing it for 1 mana apiece. So however much green mana you have, you can draw that many cards with just this little one drop. So it is actually quite powerful in a Mazzy deck.
Yeah, card.
All That Glitters, along with Ancestral Mask, just give huge boosts of power, I think, in this deck, and are well worth putting in anyone. I think in our games, Fateful Absence did the most job in removal for both of us. It's a good little card. Isn't the most amazing removal? No, but it's really sufficient for what we need. Giving your opponent a clue, though, really does hurt because I think we both benefited from drawing a card from that clue.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thought on Fateful Absence?
I think in Brawl where you have like really limited removal options, especially for white. It's good. And sometimes when I've been incredibly desperate, I've actually used it on a creature I didn't care about just so I could get that clue token. But overall, it's not the worst. But I agree with you. Like, if this is in any other format, like giving your opponent card draw is really scary. So,
Yeah, they do have to pay for it. I don't think this really sees any play in regular Commander. If you're going to bother, you might as well just use Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile.
mhm. I've just seen
Um,
it in like standard.
yes, seeing some standard play. But straight up 2 mana to destroy something in or a planeswalker in white is actually pretty good, but it did work in our games, so
Mhm.
I think it's decent for historic brawl decks. Light Paws does some nice work, unless you forget that the aura gets attached to Light Paws. So if you go and search out a Kenrith transformation with it, all you end up with is a giant 5/5. I mean, that's not bad. I mean,
It was for the card draw, and you won that game. So, you know what? Every play you made was right.
yeah, we all made. I think Shigeki was one of the key cards to helping me win that game. Using Shigeki, getting back the brilliant restoration,
Mhm.
and then replaying everything with the brilliant restoration gave me the huge boost that I needed. But I'm a big fan of Shigeki,
Yeah.
mostly for its channel effect. But it is an enchantment creature, and if you're going enchantment tribal with a deck, it should be an include in any enchantment deck.
Yeah.
The other blunder I had was with Weaver of Harmony, um, copying an activated or triggered effect. I really wanted to have this on the field when I got Iroa's Blessing out, because I could ping twice, or even with Cartouche of Strength to fight twice. Um, these I think are two of the strongest
Yeah.
auras
That would be cool. I didn't think about
for
how you could
removal.
copy that ability with Weaver of Harmony and then Ira's Blessing. That's really smart.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I wasn't thinking, and I forgot that Sterling Grove puts it on top of your library. So I wasted, a good card and a mana doing that. Uh, I think same case. Cindervines is an amazing card. Just pinging your opponent's non-creature spells, and then you can just sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment at a later point. It's a really nice, sits on the field. It's
Mhm.
a 1 mana, and I use this against you to destroy not just the aura you put on, but I destroyed the enchantment creature that you were
Yeah.
swinging at with me with.
It was a good
Um,
play.
yeah, I think Jukai Naturalist is um one of the stronger cards. Popping auras on a lifelinker is really nice. The one game I got mana screwed, I had a classification in my hand, and really wanted to drop it on the Jukai Naturalist and make it a 22/22 trampling lifelink first strike, whatever it was. I just couldn't get the mana. I was one short for one turn.
Yeah.
Uh, Sithis Harvest Hand, if you're going just auras, sorry, if you're just going enchantments, she's definitely the correct commander. But if it's aura based, I think going with Mazzy is the right case. But the card draw advantage on this card is just so good,
Yeah, it's crazy.
especially right in your command zone. It was actually kind of crazy how we were recasting Mazzy for 10.
Mhm.
Um, in that game, and we were still going at it each other, a little slugfest.
Yep.
You were at 70 life in that game. That was crazy. Um, I think one of the MVPs of both of our decks was Archon of Sun's Grace.
Yeah.
Um, it a flying lifelinker that creates the Pegasus was just doing a lot of work, and because of those cards, I think both of our board wipes, Doomscar, Vanquish the Hordes, and you had a different one as well
I think it was
that you
Planar
used were,
Cleansing.
yeah, it was super important, and brilliant restoration. I think Um, it's sure it's expensive, the 7 and 4 white pips, but getting back all the enchantments and artifacts is really good. I use this in regular commander as well.
Mhm.
I think it's quite good. So those are some of my highlights, some of my blunders, what I thought. Uh, Overall, I think Mazzy was a fun deck. Is it super strong? In my opinion, no, but it's fun. I certainly enjoy it, and there's many ways to build it. For example, I tried going enchantress route with a token sub theme
Mhm.
to get as many tokens out as I could. And the one game I won, I had a lot of tokens on the battlefield, so it's when it did what it want. So why don't you let us?
So, for this kind of shell that I did, I think initially I was leaning into kind of a little bit like what you were doing, which was the like Enchantress tokens go wide like theme. But
Mm-hmm.
after a few games when I was testing that version, I was like, wait a second, we're in Historic Brawl. So if I invest kind of like in any sort of like Voltron um, type style deck because it is 1v1, and a lot of times, like, out in the wild, people run so much removal that if I'm putting too many enchantments onto, like, one creature, trying to do, like, enchantment order auras on, like, everything and putting too much value or too many slots of that of my deck, like, into that kind of investment, and then just to have that creature die to, like, a board wipe or some sort of, like, direct removal, then I just felt like that would narrow me down a bit too much. So I took a different like kind of turn on this where I wanted to still have like some of my win cons be like, or enchantments. Like this one here I thought was going to be a really interesting win con just because of how much it gives life. And that's the reason why I ended up having like 70 life was because I'd gain life and then your life doubles. And so I thought at the very least, like this would help me outlast my opponent if I had it in and I was able to get some serious life gain because I went from like 2 to like 74. It was insane. So that was just like one of the win cons I had in here. And then something else to think that I was trying to think about was like, what does Naya have to offer? And it's aggro as heck. So I wanted to try to facilitate like the insane card draw that you get from like Sithis or Satyr enchantment, Enchantress's presence with like other kind of aggro pieces. So things that like have like anthems or, things that give my creatures trample and card draw. Anything that could help me kind of again outlast my opponent. So like stuff that gives like life link for that like life is a resource concept. And with those things being cast, then you have like Saram, things that make your enchantments cheaper. So the overall goal for this was not just leaning into like auras and like trying to make one creature really big, but to just keep the pressure on and then use the value that I'm getting from these
Yeah.
different
How many
enchantments.
auras did you actually have in your deck?
I don't know.
I had 16 auras in mine.
I don't think I had as many as you because you were definitely. I kind of was thinking about that when we were playing. It was like, oh, maybe I should have leaned more into the auras because
Yeah,
like
I
the
I
card
used
draw.
my auras as instead of removal and such. I used the removal auras. I used s- uh auras that would do, and then I had some top end ones like the classification prodigious growth, which gives +7/+7. Um,
Yeah, I think I cut all the removal like enchantments and stuff like that just because like I was like I'd rather have a slot for removal that's like instant speed removal over just
now,
an enchantment that was a removal
yeah.
piece.
Now, one card I see that you have in your deck that I think would be a good swap is you have a braid. I have rip apart. And when we straight up look at them, the one is sorcery versus instant speed.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference between the two, and depending. But rip apart can target a planeswalker if needed, which a braid cannot, and also has the added effect of destroying an enchantment. So removing the instant speed for a little bit more flexibility,
Uh,
it's a you know six of one, half a dozen of another type of response.
I disagree. I think Rip Apart's a bad card. And I've run it before because the reason why I say I think it's bad, I think any removal speed that's gonna or removal spell that's gonna happen at sorcery speed's bad. Um,
Yeah. It is sorcery, which I'm not a big fan of. Um, but that's why I wanted to bring up
mhm.
that talk. I do like the card, but you got a little bit more flexibility for a minus these instant speed.
Yeah.
I think instant speed tends to be better plays.
I think, like, especially in this format, like, removal's so important that you like, if you're gonna have removal, it's usually to deal with cards that are just gonna be a problem instantly. Like, if Light Paws hits the field and
Hmm.
is able to start tutoring or get an enchantment, um, I would rather have a braid as soon as Light Paws, like, hits the field, remove it, instead of waiting on my upkeep to cast, like, Rip Apart, and then by then, like, maybe my opponent had enough mana to, cast an aura spell and let Light Paws start getting insane to the point where, like, Rip Apart isn't even gonna remove them anymore because now they're, like, a 4/4 or something. So, that's just kind of my mindset because, again, like, it's so fast paced, I think, with Historic Brawl versus, like, Commander, that you almost have
Mm,
to, like, basically, as soon as a threat is there, like, either have a board wipe ready or just
yeah.
murder it. So, that's kind of my
Which takes getting
mindset.
used to for people. That
Yeah.
Brawl is not Commander.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it, but it's definitely not. Like, I think
No,
it's
no,
an
not at all.
aggressive format, and that's kind of what I try to lean into because I find, like, I kinda lean into, like, adding flying abilities or some sort of evasion abilities. So, like, I had, like, Sticky Fingers, which gives a creature, like, menace, so it's harder to block them. And then, like, flying abilities with, like, Goldspan or AO
Mhm.
or Shalai. I think, like, just sprinkling in flyers. One card that also really helped me too was Sanctuary Warden because it enters with 2 shield counters, so if you board wipe, okay, she was still gonna live unless you, of course, like, exile her. But then the other piece of it is, like, she enters the battlefield, I can make an extra body with a citizen creature token, and I can draw a card. So here, let me pull that up. I think it's over here. Boop, boop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry. She's a newer card, and I think
Hmm.
or hammer.
Now, when you played your key to the archive, what card did you end up getting with that? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a lightning helix because I was like, light pause is a problem and I gotta murder it. And so I was like, I can take a gamble and play Key to the Archive and maybe get nothing special, or I can play Key to the Archive and hope I find an answer. So thankfully I
Yeah.
was able
And
to find an
that's one
answer.
thing for me, considering I don't play as much Brawl as you do, is
Mhm.
that you got to learn that the format, you need to play the alchemy cards in it and not be defiant.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it was an adjustment for me too, because I was like really anti alchemy, but then I was playing so much historic brawl. I was like, oh man, I
yeah, you
gotta embrace it.
gotta embrace it. Let the evil embrace you.
Yeah. Though maybe they'll give us a format that's gonna be like Explorer where we don't have to deal with
That would be absolutely wonderful.
mhm.
That would be wonderful.
'Cause the thing that keeps tripping me up is Goldspan's different. So I have Goldspan in a lot of my paper Magic decks. So I'm used
Mhm.
to if it becomes targeted, I make treasure, but in this deck, it doesn't work that way. And so I have to kind of remember that when I'm playing with this card.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Well, I think you did great. You won 3 out of the 4 games.
well, we only recorded 3.
Hey, you won the test. We recorded 3, but you won the test game.
That was the test. That doesn't count.
I count that. I count that.
I think
I
one
admit my loss. You are the
well, I think, like, one thing that might have given me a little bit of advantages in some spaces were having things like Generous Visitor and Pious Wayfarer, where I was getting, like,
I
little plus
Yeah, I
ones.
ended up taking those out of the deck.
Mhm.
There were a few others that I saw that were cards that could benefit if you have like an aura attached to them or such, and I ended up cutting those as well.
Mhm. Was it
Yeah.
because, you were putting in more enchantments or
Yeah, I was going the enchantress route,
okay.
so I was focusing a lot on different types of enchantments and effects that they could use. So
I guess one
Yeah.
card too that I really want to call out is Authority of the Consuls. One
Wonderful card. Love it.
of my favorite cards, either in Commander or just digital. Like it's literally just it can buy you so much time, and the fact that people's blockers come in tapped, like that can
Mm.
just be devastating. And this is like my backup. I don't know if you've seen this card as much.
Yeah, I have. I've had that used against me.
Yeah, like I like this one just because it's like a backup Authority of the Consuls. So I think at one point it might have been the second game I had both of them out. I
Yes,
was
you
like,
did.
yeah, I was like, man, your creatures are gonna come in double tapped. So that was funny. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've for the most part had pretty similar builds. Just I think mine was maybe a bit more
So
hit
if you
face.
were to give Mazzy a rating of fun,
Fun. Yeah, I think she's fun. I think if if you like decks where you feel like you're always gonna have some way to get value from something and you're like that's fun for you, I think like Maisie, just based on the colors and the fact that you're working with auras, you're gonna be able to get value because you can lean into those really cool like enchantress kind of builds like with
yeah.
Sithis where you're gonna play
All right.
something and you're gonna get value from it. So
Exactly. I agree.
mhm.
And we've only got about a minute remaining,
Oh
but but I agree. Maisie is a fun commander. Many ways to build her. Is she powerful? Strong? No, but if you do get a few auras out and you swing, the +2 and the trample, that's not anything to sniff at, you know?
yeah, for
That's
sure.
that's really strong. I mean, that's how you killed me was with the trample damage.
Yeah. And
Sneaky trample.
I mean, I think like you said, the trample can be a game winner there in itself. So it's almost a win con in of its own.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had a lot of fun playing these games with you, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, back at you. Great time. Thanks for gaming.
Yeah, thanks for gaming.